and I'm gonna put this at higher tier. I believe it belongs in one of the top songs from MooseTape. I think higher tier would definitely fall between in the top 10. Welcome back to Geet Nation, y'all. So you know the most awaited video that you guys wanted, the ranking of MooseTape 1 to 24 is finally here. So आज ਆਪਾਂ ranking ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ ਹਰ ਗਾਣਾ MooseTape ਦਾ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ opinion ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਆ. So I just want to get that out right away. You know, it's which ones are my favorite. I know कि मैनू किन्नी यारी ये कहना पैंदा, but it's because people take it the wrong way. This is not a factual video है ना. Obviously कई गाने मैनू पसंद आ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਘੱਟ ਚੱਲੇ ਹੋਊਗੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਤੇ ਕਈ ਗਾਣੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਸੰਦ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਹੋਊਗੇ. ਸੋ ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ opinion ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਆ. So you can take it however you like, ਪਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਚ ਲੜਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. So I just really wanted to get that out. So ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਪੂਰੀ opinion ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣੀ ਇੱਥੇ MooseTape ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਿਖਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਆ. So here you guys can see we got the chart, yo. Today is a little bit different, okay? So ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ usual chart ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਬੱਕਰਾ ਘੈਂਟ ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣੀ ਆ ਕੌਣ ਹਨਾ, ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਰੈਂਕਿੰਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ. But this one we doing it a little bit different because I'm ranking my favorite songs from MooseTape. So मैं किद्दां करन दिया आ, I'm ranking 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15 and so on, you know. ते इत्थे मैं पाया higher tier, mid tier, lower tier, and you have all these songs here. So I'm going to tell you guys how we're going to proceed, okay? So basically what I'm going to do first is I'll be ranking these songs either high, mid or low. The reason why I want to start out this way is so mentally I know where they stand, so I can then rank them numerically, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna show you guys here. It's very simple, y'all. I think it's gonna make it easier because obviously for me it's hard to tell right off the bat if this is gonna be 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, you know. For me it's better off to start off by putting them either higher tier or lower tier. Then from here I can then class them from my favorite to the least favorite, okay? So ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ 24ਵਾਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਨਾ, like there's not really going to be a 24th song. ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਗੈਪ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ 1 to 5 ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਔਖਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਪੈਸਿਫਿਕ ਗਾਣਾ ਚੁਣਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਇਹੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਗਾਣਾ ਆ ਹਨਾ, cuz ਇਹ ਐਲਬਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 24 ਗਾਣੇ ਆ, like 23 ਗਾਣੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੋਨਸ ਟਰੈਕ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ Unfwithable. So ਉਹ 24ਵਾਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਨਾ. So that's why I'm ranking them this way. It's very hard to exactly rank, okay, this is the 11th best track on the album. Like I think we would be here like all day, you know. It's very tough. I don't think anybody thinks of it that way, you know. I think it's very well done this way because, you know, it's like you can name your top 5 songs or your top 10 songs and then top 20 songs. So like it's well divided this way, if I can put it that way, okay? So ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. You know, we're not going to waste much time. I really want to give out a quick analysis of MooseTape. So ਕਈ ਜਾਣੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, bro ਤੂੰ MooseTape ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਸੀਗਾ. A lot of people be calling me out, yo. They'll be like taking this offensive, you know. They're like, yo ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ enthusiasm ਦਿਖਾਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਉਹ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੂੰ ਇਹ ਦਲਜੀਤ ਦੇ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਜਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ ਸੀ ਲੋਕ. bro ਮੈਂ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਸਾਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, this I'm gonna keep it a stack, you know. So ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਝੂਠ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਮੈਂ ਜੋ ਸੱਚ ਆ ਉਹ ਬੋਲੂੰਗਾ. At the end of the day ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰੀਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਾ ਫੈਕਟਸ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਈਦੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਕਈ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਹ opinionated ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਅਰਸ਼ ਹੋਵੇ or even Shubeg is here, Shadhu's here, whoever is here, if they're reacting with me it's our personal thoughts, you know, because we personally view the video. There's no talk of being biased or unbiased. It has nothing to do with that. It's if you like it or you don't. It's like ਪਰਸਨਲ ਫੀਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਨਾ. ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗਾਣਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ, ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਨਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਹਨਾ. ਸੋ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਐਕਸੈਪਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਆ. ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹਦੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ 3-4 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਹਨਾ. So ਕਈ ਲੋਕੀ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਗੋਟ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਆ, ਕਈ ਲੋਕ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ। ਮੈਂ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਤੋਂ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਆਇਆ ਆ। ਆਈਵ ਸੀਨ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ ਆਫ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲਾ। ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਸਨਲੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜੱਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਮੈਂਟਲੀ ਆਪ ਜੱਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਓਕੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਨਾ ਸੈੱਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਸੀਗਾ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਔਨ ਮੀ, but every one of you have a different way of looking at it. So if you guys like I Don't Give a F, right, that song, if I don't like it, it's okay, bro. It's not the end of the world. ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ Punjabi music ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ। When you are a fan or when you are a listener of an artist, you have the right to like songs however you want to like them. So on MooseTape, there are some songs I like and there are some songs I don't like. So that's why I'm doing this ranking. This is going to be a personal DJ Telon style ranking, okay? I really wanted to get that shit out before I started this. So we're going to get into it. We're not going to make it too long. So ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੀਅਰ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਰੈਂਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਹਾਇਰ ਟੀਅਰ, ਮਿਡ ਟੀਅਰ, ਲੋਅਰ ਟੀਅਰ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ 295। ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਡੀਪ ਗਾਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਦਾ, and I'm gonna put this at higher tier. I believe it belongs in one of the top songs from MooseTape. I think higher tier would definitely fall between in the top 10. Mid tier would be like I'd say here, and lower tier would be like here. So it's hard to tell. That's why I'm doing this before I put them in numerical order. Aroma. Okay, so Aroma I would rank it as a lower tier because personally ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੈ ਗਾਣਾ, ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਗਾਣਾ, ਹਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਗਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਅਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਲੇਲਿਸਟ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਚੱਲੂੰਗਾ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਸਾਏ ਆ। ਸੋ ਉਹ obviously ਮੇਰੇ ਹਾਇਰ ਟੀਅਰ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਗਏ। Aroma was one of the songs which I've listened to the least. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਕਿ lyrically ਇਦਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ, bro, at the end of the day it matters how much I listen to it, you know. Of course lyrics do mean something, but if the lyrics, beat, sound, voice, if it doesn't resonate with me, I'm gonna rank it the way I want to rank it, you know. Obviously I'm gonna rank it lower tier. BNW I would say is in the lower tier as well. I didn't really think there was much special in this song. Not really a replay value for me for this song. So BNW मैं lower tier च पाऊंगा। Bitch I'm Back. Bitch I'm Back I would say is in the higher tier. So Bitch I'm Back ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗੀ MooseTape ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਹਨਾ, ਤੇ it was like a warning shot to the industry, and I felt like it was crazy because I love when, you know, artists, they go at it, there's competition. So I like the fact that Sidhu, after not dropping a lot of singles in the last few years, like last year and a half I would say, I think it was a big start to the MooseTape album. I don't think it's the best song on the album, but I do believe it belongs in the higher tier. Brown Shorty I would put this in the higher tier as well. Now Brown Shorty ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਪਰ obviously Brown Shorty is the heartbreak version. It was redone by the Kid. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ Big Bird ਦਾ version ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੀਕ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, ਹਨਾ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਨੀ ਮਾਰਟਨ ਚਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟੋਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ. So that one I really like. That's why when I first heard this song I was like it's good but doesn't really hit the way that the other one hit. So that's why I was unsure. But after you listen to it a couple of times, you do realize that this is kind of better than the first one because the first one was really slow, and even though we love it, I believe the replay value could have been less because of the fact that it was slower, you know. So since it's a faster pace, I think it adds more replay value and it can be played in different scenarios rather than the Big Bird version. I thought ke oh jada gaddiyan ch badhiya challuga cuz ohdi beat hard hai na, but jada Brown Shorty hai more like versatile I find, so you can kind of like listen to it pretty much anywhere. So it's like I would say it belongs in the higher tier. Definitely was a good job. Then we got Built Different. Built Different is another song I did not listen to much of. I do believe it's like a decent song. Personally, not sure where I will rank it for now, so I'm gonna put it as mid tier. Burberry. Burberry is a tricky one because Burberry was one of the first songs. I think it was the second song that was from the MooseTape album, and when I heard it was a banger. Did I really jam? Like, I jammed to it when it first came out, but I guess compared to these other songs, it's not to the same level, so I'm gonna put it mid tier because obviously to the higher tier, it's like top 10. I can't put everything in the higher tier, so Burberry, I will stick with it in the mid tier, you know, because we're not ranking this off of like I said, Bakra, Can't and all that. We're ranking this numerically, you know, top 10, top 15, top 20. So Burberry would fall for me in the mid tier. Now next one is Calaboose. Calaboose, I would put it in the higher tier. I actually jammed to it. ਇਹ exactly ਉਹੀ version ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ version ਆਪਾਂ leaked ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. So ਜੋ leak ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, I think 1 ਮਿੰਟ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ, and it was by Snappy, and this one is by Snappy as well. Exactly the same format, and I loved it. I felt like it just went hard. Like it went hard, you know. It was a nasty song. Like, I definitely deserves the higher tier for me personally. Okay, then we're gonna go to Celebrity Killer. Now Celebrity Killer, this one is tricky. This is one where people are like, yo, you were not enthusiastic when you reacted to Celebrity Killer. Celebrity Killer, I actually expected more from Celebrity Killer because it was so hyped up. Any wait sigi is gaane te, I don't think it lived up to the hype. It wasn't a bad song necessarily, but it did not live to the hype that I personally was looking forward to. So that's why I would not put it higher tier. That's definitely certain. But it's a toss-up between mid and lower. I think Burberry is a better song, and Built Different, I kind of listened to it a little bit more than Celebrity Killer. So I'm gonna put it as a lower tier for now. Might change it later on, okay? Then we got G Shit. G Shit, which is like G Class, another version. It's recreated, you could say. Actually, it wasn't even created the first time. It was just like a raw video that was dropped on social media with AR Paisley. So this one features Black Boy Twitch. Now, G Shit honestly does go hard, so I'm gonna put G Shit as a higher tier. I do think it goes hard. I would have really loved for AR Paisley to be part of the song, which is kind of it's kind of sad that he's not part of it. I think he would have added so much to that song. He's a crazy rapper, bro. Like, his verse was just nasty on that leaked clip on YouTube. So honestly, ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਇਸ ਗਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ, but you can't deny the song is one of the top songs of MooseTape, so it goes in the higher tier. Goat. Goat song with Wazir was actually good. The Goat song does go hard. I did like the Wazir beat. I mean, Goat was good, but I think compared to the higher tier ones, it's a little bit lower. I think it was at the same level as Burberry, so I'm gonna put it as mid tier. नाले मेरा replay value भी घट सीगा Goat दा, क्योंकि Goat जेड़ा गाना सीगा ना, ਇਹ obviously ਅੱਗੇ release ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. So it came out in Snitches Get Stitches in 2020, and that was the Bird version. So the Wazir version is really good, but still, if I've already listened to one version of the song, it's very rare that I'm gonna listen to the next version a lot. You know, of course I'm gonna have some plays of it, but compared to other songs, like let's say 295, like it's not even comparable. 295 has way more plays for me, so definitely I would put Goat as mid tier. I don't give a F. I don't give a fuck. This one is in the lower tier, bro. I would have to say I wanted more from this song. The one with the Brown Boys version, I think is just unbeatable. Like this version is not even close. I think also Morrison's feature was like not even that much of a big thing. I know a lot of people liked it, but still, it always comes to preference. I'm talking on my personal opinion. I felt that this song was not one of the best songs of MooseTape. I don't give a F. You know, on top they had a video for it and everything. I really think that the leaked version stands out way more than the official version. So they मैं सुनिया भी नहीं गाना honestly, like ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ reaction ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ live stream ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੇ obviously ਜਦੋਂ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ MooseTape ਸੁਣਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ album, it was not in my most plays list, okay? So I'm gonna put it in the lower tier. Invincible. Yo, this song is the best. I don't know if it's the best, but it has to be top 3, bro. From the MooseTape album, Invincible, bro. Steel Bangles on the beat, Steph London and Sidhu, like the combination is sick, bro. Like sick. This is daily jam, bro. Invincible, one of my favorite songs on the album. You guys can go check out my reaction. It was in the MooseTape live stream. ਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੇ ਹਜੇ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਲੱਗਦਾ. So definitely, bro, there's no question, it's top 3 on my list, bro. So definitely up there. Malwa Block, bro, this song is very tricky to rank. I'm gonna rank this mid-tier for now. It's very tricky to rank because the beat goes really hard, but comparing to the higher tier ones, did I really like, yeah, I listened to it, but did I really listen to it to the same amount of this? You know, again, I'm gonna say it, this is a personal preference. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਾਲਵਾ ਬਲੌਕ ਬੈਸਟ ਸੌਂਗ ਹੋਊਗਾ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ B&W ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬੈਸਟ ਸੌਂਗ ਹੋਊਗਾ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਹੀ ਘੈਂਟ ਆ ਹਨਾ, which is fine, you know, but this is a ranking, bro. This is a ranking 1 to 24 of my favorite songs. So this is how it is. Malwa Block for me goes in the mid tier. Jo chalda hai na, for sure I'm gonna like the song. I know the lyrics of the song, so minu except na pasanda, but is it one of my favorites? No, it's not, but it is like a decent song, so it's in the mid tier, you know. The next one is Me and My Girlfriend, okay? This song, bro, it's also hard to rank this one because ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਬਾਲਾ, ਉਦਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹਾਈਪ ਜੀ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਗਾਣੇ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਾਤੋਂ ਆ. Obviously it's the same name of a track that Tupac had, but when people try to explain me the difference between like, you know, like, yo, you know, Tupac had the same song, but Tupac's version is kind of like, he means it in a different way type of thing. He came from a different upbringing than Sidhu, so that's why it's kind of hard to compare, like, you know, like the two songs. It's tricky again, but oda menu Sidhu di awaaz pasand aa gaane de vich, flow bhi pasand aa. I think obviously the gun to the girlfriend thing is a little bit like tricky again, but jidda main kya, to each their own. For me, I would put Me and My Girlfriend as a mid-tier. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that good. I would put it in the middle. Moose Driller. I think Moose Driller is one of the best songs on the album, honestly, because I think there's a few songs that are on the drill beat, but the Moose Driller song really pulls it off well on the drill beat. I think Sidhu's flow on the drill is crazy in Moose Driller, and then when, of course, Divine hops in on the track, it just adds so much more. Divine is one hell of an artist, bro. I don't really cover him much because he's not in the Punjabi industry, but his features that come in the Punjabi music is just insane. Even the features he does with Amrit Maan and shit, like, is just crazy, you know. Like, I love this guy. I hope he appears more in songs like as features, and this was one successful feature. Moose Driller definitely, I would say, is a higher tier on the album for me. Power, I would not say is one of the best songs on the album, but it's also not one of the worst. But comparing to these, I would say might fall in the lower tier. So for now, I'm gonna keep it in the I mean, it could go in the mid tier too. So I'm gonna put it in the mid tier because some of these songs I like it better than some of these songs, but it's not as good as Burberry and Geet. So I would keep it there. Racks and Rounds. Racks and Rounds is a good song, yo. And also Sikandar's feature is good. but I would put it in the mid tier for me personally, because on terms of the replay value, it wasn't that good. I would say that Moose Drilla for me had a better replay value than Racks and Rounds. Like मैं आ वाला गाना ज़्यादा सुनिया Racks and Rounds तो उधर Racks and Rounds but yeah, I would say is in the higher part of the mid tier, but it's not higher tier. So higher tier च अपने को 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 गाने आ ते ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 10 ਹੋਰ ਗਾਣੇ ਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਹਨਾ. So I'm gonna keep checking for that. Well, let's see which other 3 songs are gonna be added to this ranking, to this tier. Now the next one we got is Regret. Regret is one of the songs that I've listened to the less on the album. Definitely I would say Regret goes in the lower tier. I did not have probably any replay value on this song at all, so I would put this as a lower tier. I don't think there's much to discuss because there's not much I heard from it unless the first listen, you know. So I would put it as a lower tier. Sidhu Son. Munda Sidhu anda ag kadda. This song Sidhu Son, I would put it as a mid tier. So this one, it was like in between, you know, wasn't that bad, wasn't that good. So I would put it as Sidhu Son. Personally, I find it belongs in the middle part of the MooseTape album. Signed to God. Signed to God is one of the songs that I would say pops off from the album. Signed to God is really good actually. I just really like the feature in the song. I like the beat of the song. I like the flow of the song. Like there's a lot of good parts of the song. So for me, it belongs in the higher tier. Of course, now that you start comparing with others, for sure कई होने जिद्दां मैं कहूँगा भी आ मैं ज़्यादा सुनिया वो ज़्यादा सुनिया, but definitely Signed to God belongs in the higher tier of the album. Next song we got These Days. I think there's no question, bro. This song is in the higher tier. Ex Bohemia definitely stands out. Of course, this is another, I think, remake or slash redone type of thing, or just it was just finished. Because मैं ਜਿਹੜਾ leaked version ਉਹ ਇੰਨਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ. But this one is the one that I listen to the most because it's the official one and it's the one that I have access to the most, right? So These Days is one of the best songs of the MooseTape album, hands down. So it belongs in the higher tier for me. Unf-with-a-bull. Unf-with-a-bull for me would be in the middle tier to the lower tier. Middle tier to the lower tier. I like it because of it's a folk song. ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਐਲਬਮ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨੇ ਫੋਕ ਟਾਈਪ ਗਾਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੱਚਣ ਨੁੱਚਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਗਾਣੇ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਗਾਣਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੱਚ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹ ਵਿਆਹ ਸ਼ਾਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੱਲੂਗਾ. But on a personal aspect, again, there was not much replay value, but if I had to compare it to the others, I would rank it a little bit above, so I would put it as a mid tier. Last song on here is Us. This one is with Raja Kumari. I am not a big fan of love songs, like I said before, unless they hit proper. I think this one hits proper, and even though I don't have a personal replay that much on my like Apple Music for this song, I have listened to it, and if somebody plays to it, it sounds great to the ears. And for sure at weddings it's gonna sound great. It would even sound great at probably my own wedding or any of my friends' weddings, you know. I feel it's a good type of song. I feel it brings a good vibe, you know. It brings that good vibe. The Raja Kumari part is sick, so definitely it also stands out from the rest of the songs because you have a lot of songs that are going hard, you know. Bitch I'm Back, Moose Drilla, Signed to God. These ones, they go hard. So this one is a more on the softer side, so it's something you need on an album. I think it adds the variety to the album, so I would find it to be on the higher tier. Okay, so that is my tier list basically. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna rank this in a numerical order. I'm just gonna put them, which one is my top 5, which one is in my top 10 and all that. Okay, so We're gonna start off with 21 to 24 in no order. I would put Aroma, BMW, Regret. So this is 4 songs. So you have 21, 22, 23, 24. You have 4 songs in this one. These one go there, and I would put I Don't Give a F as 20 as part of the 4. So those ones are my least favorite from the album. Okay, going on next, I would put for sure Celebrity Killer from the 16 to 20. This is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is 5 songs. So 5 songs. I'm gonna put Celebrity Killer. Probably gonna put Power here. Me and My Girlfriend. I would put also Sidhu Sun in here. And I would say Uneffable. So that's gonna be like, this is in no order. I can't rank it like that. Like it's just not possible for me. So I'm ranking it this way, you know. So hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully this is proper, you know. There could have been many other ways to do it, but I really find this is the proper way. So yeah, this is 16 to 20. Now we're gonna go to 11 to 15. 11 to 15, we got, obviously it's gonna be from the mid tier. I think you can put them all. It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I think you have all 5 songs here. So Built Different, Burberry, Goat, Malwa Block, Racks and Rounds. Yeah, so in no particular order, I would go this way. Now we're going to get to the top 10, bro. So now it's getting interesting, because from the higher tier, which one is the top 5 and which one is 6 to 10? This is going to be tricky. Okay, this is going to be tricky, bro. Okay, so I got to put 295 in the top 5 songs of the MooseTape album. I think there is no question. Everybody would pretty much agree. A lot of people have this song as their favorite song from the album. Such a deep, meaningful song. So much replay value. 295, definitely top 5. The next one I would put in the top 5 is Invincible. This song is the most played song from MooseTape on my Apple Music. I jam to this song on a regular, and I love the flow between Sidhu and Stefflon Don and Steel Bangles. The vibe of the song is just amazing, bro. The song for me is goated. For a lot of people might not be, but for me it is. Another song I would put in the top 5 songs. Let me see, top 10. I think I would put Us in the 6 to 10 range. Next one I could put on here, I would say Bitch I'm Back would be in the top 10. This is going to be 5 songs over here. We're going to have 5 songs over here. So Bitch I'm Back would be in the top 10. I think G Shit is in the top 10. I don't consider G Shit as one of my top 5s. One of the best songs on the album, but I mean, you guys get the idea, right? You guys get the whole thing I'm trying to put together here. It's very easy to understand. Obviously, ਜਿਹੜੇ top 5 I think is my favorite, and then 6 to 10 is my next favorites, and then after that is like the songs that I played less and less. So now, continuing on, I would say These Days belongs in the top 5. So far we got 295 Invincible, These Days in the top 5. We got 4 tracks left to rank. I would put Calaboose as top 5. I think Calaboose really goes hard, even though it's a song probably created way back, right? Because ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੀਕ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ full version ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਤੇ full version ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ drop ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ. But however it is, bro, it's a banger for me. I felt the flow, it just goes hard, bro. I think it's the hardest track on the album in terms of the beat hitting. I find Calaboose is definitely the one. Now, bro, this is the situation here. Now, I think Moose Drilla for me would be in the top 10. 6 to 10 range, it would be there. This is the tricky part, because Brown Shorty's Signed to God, which one would I put in the top 5, bro? Oh, this one is hard, bro, because Signed to God is a good song. I think I would go with Brown Shorty as being the top 5. Brown Shorty does deserve the a spot in the top 5 for me because it has so much replay value. I can listen to it anytime, and anybody can play it, and it would just be a jam, you know. And Signed to God has that, but if I would compare the Brown Shorty gets the upper hand. So I'm gonna put Signed to God in the 6 to 10 range. So this is my ranking of my favorite songs from the MooseTape album. So yo, definitely bro, I really enjoy doing this. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys have some similar taste that with me. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਫੇਵਰਿਟ ਸੌਂਗਸ ਸੀਗੇ MooseTape ਐਲਬਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ. Like list me your top 5 songs that you have listened to the most from the MooseTape album down in the comment section below. I really wanted to share it, and I think a lot of people wanted me to share it. MooseTape, definitely one of the biggest albums of 2021. Has amazing success. I think it has close to 100 million streams on Spotify. That's how big of a success it became. Can't wait for the next things that Sidhu is going to be coming out with. Of course, idiyan movie aun lagiyan, so shayad movie de vich vi ede gaane hone hain lagda. So apan dhyan rakhange, and you guys stay tuned. Definitely we're going to try to have more videos done for Sidhu Moosewala on the MooseTape album because so much came out of this album. So yo, that's my top ranking. You guys, like I said, let me know your top 5 in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, yo, make sure to leave a thumbs up. You know, बहुत मदद होगी. मैं और इतना दे करूँगा. बाकी albums भी आओगी. Obviously, a lot of albums, most albums won't have this many songs in them, so it's gonna be hard to do a full video. But I'll try to do whatever I can, you know. So I'll keep on doing more rankings, like I said. And if you guys enjoy the content here, make sure y'all subscribe to Geet Nation, yo. मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਬੈਲ ਵੀ ਦਬਾ ਦਿਓ ਹਨਾ, ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਸ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਬਸ ਇਹੀ ਸੀਗਾ. I'll be signing out. See you guys in the next video, yo. This is DJ Tillon as usual. This has been Geet Nation, yo, and we